take me out. They tried to take the Trump administration out. At least some of the law enforcement groups going after them. I mean, we live in a pretty challenging world right now where some of these law enforcement agencies at the federal level have become political operations. And
well, I agree with you about that.
But convenient for the Republicans that I'm running against to claim. But what's the actual claim here?
But hold on. I gotta ask you about this because this is confusing to me. You were being accused by people in your office of wrongdoing during the Trump administration. You were being accused or investigated and indicted by a state grand jury during the Obama administration. So how can you say all of this is being driven by the Biden Justice Department?
Well, I'm saying the most recent things. Now, the one that you're talking about, the Obama administration, I won this. I won that rather handily. It cost me a lot of money personally, but their case was dismissed with prejudice twice. Twice it was dismissed because they had no legitimate facts related to any kind of wrongdoing. Now, again, that was the Obama administration. So you're right. The Obama administration came after me too, and it's become very convenient to use the court system to attack your enemies. But where are the facts? Where have they ever brought forth a legitimate case? This is about politics.
So let me ask you this then, because I can see where you're coming from, but we all know that you're not the only Attorney General of a red state that brings these kinds of actions against Washington, D.C. Why wouldn't we see the same thing happening to the Attorneys General of, say, Arkansas or Arizona or other red states?
I don't know if you've noticed this, but Texas is the biggest Republican state. It is the state that brings most of the lawsuits. It's the state that leads most of the other states. It is the biggest thorn in the side of the Biden administration. It was the biggest thorn in the side of the Obama administration. We are effective, just like Donald Trump was effective. And when you're effective in this world fighting for the cause of freedom, when you're out there defending the Constitution and you're defending your citizens, you are a target. That is the reality of today, and it will continue to be the reality. But if I stay in this job, I will be a target. It is the way it is.
I'm going to ask you a question I also asked Congressman Gomer. All the energy and the focus seems to be on the national implications of a midterm election, right? Will the Republicans take over the House? Will they take over the Senate? And you have to battle against that. Anybody running for statewide office has to say, hey, this matters too. How do you get that across to people? How do you tell them what you do and why that matters to them?
Well, for me, it's a pretty easy story to tell. I think if Texas doesn't have strong leadership in the Attorney General's office, since we lead the nation in these lawsuits, like I said, we have 28 going in a year against the Biden administration, which we are winning, then we end up with a federal government that controls Texas from Washington rather than us controlling Texas from here. And that's a pretty important, I think, issue because the Constitution was set up to give the states the power that was not specifically granted to the federal government. And if we don't fight the Biden administration, they will take that power from us and they will run our lives instead of us having the freedom that was granted to us by our founders in the Constitution and the freedom to govern ourselves.
All right. Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton with us on KTSA. Attorney General, thank you for the time. I hope we can have you back and appreciate your coming on today.
Yeah, maybe next time we can talk about some of the great, amazing issues we're working on, including some of these lawsuits against the Biden administration, the big tech cases we filed, like the Facebook case yesterday.
Yeah, we will definitely do that. Look forward to it.
Thanks.
All right, thank you, sir. We're going to get to a look at KTSA time saver traffic. I think I was just being spanked there, don't you? All right. This is the show, by the way, just so you know. People will often ask me, how come you haven't had this person on or that person on? And I'm not saying this about Ken Paxton in particular, but a lot of the people we don't have on this show, reasons we don't have on this show, we have one of the best radio producers.
What are you even mad about, dude? What's wrong?